Passover starts tonight, and of course Easter is coming up this weekend. So Natalie Maclean is here to talk about the best wines to pair with whatever meal you might be serving or having for the holidays.
Absolutely. We've got a variety of traditions, of course. We've got Easter ham, lamb, chocolate bunnies, of course. And we've got kosher wines for Seder supper today, Passover. So we've got a wide variety here. Where would you like to start, Natalie?
Well, let's start over here on the right. Well,
yeah,
the left.
The sparkling wines. I've got two from Ontario. One comes from Niagara, the other from Prince Edward County. Both excellent values. You pay about a third of the price of champagne. These are great with egg dishes. So I'm not the chocolate kind, but the real egg dishes. So our quiches and our scrambled eggs and omelets and things that we like to have during Easter brunches. Eggs are tough on wine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a yummy combination to me.
It's possible if you're determined, really determined. So eggs will coat the mouth. They have sulfur compounds. The yolks have iron. What you want is the effervescence, that swarm of bubbles to wash away those kinds of compounds and cut right through it. The sparkling wines will work.
Stay away from reds, I would imagine.
Yeah, unless you want to be really mean to someone in the morning, serve them a red with an egg
Or I was thinking more of an egg-type dinner, maybe, or a lunch, a quiche or something.
But yeah, usually doesn't work.
Wine for breakfast, not yet.
Exactly, and we've got a couple of other sparkling wines. This one's from Australia, this is New Zealand. Again, you're paying a fraction of the cost, but here we've got a great champagne from France, so you've got lots of choices, anywhere from $25, $30, right up to about $60.
Okay, and what about these?
Well, these three wines here, 1, 2, and 3, are kosher wines. Yeah, and what's really interesting, of course, they're the type of wines that are served at Seder suppers on Passover. They've been supervised. The whole winemaking process is supervised by a rabbi. But these wines are no longer the wines of affliction when it comes to your taste buds.
They used to have a bad rap.
They were the cough syrup of the wine world. But these days, kosher wines have really grown in popularity because the quality is there. So there's no hard and fast statistics, but they estimate that more than a third of consumers aren't keeping kosher. They're just drinking these wines because of the quality alone. And you'll look for the little K symbol on the back label. That's how you know they're kosher.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And moving along, what's this wine?
Well, we've got a Pinot Grigio. This is a zippy, fresh white wine. Right beside it is a Riesling. This one is from Italy. This one's from Niagara. So these will also work with your egg dishes. But then if you want to get into like ham, glazed ham, a touch of sweetness or cloves or spices, you really need something with a floral lift to it.
Okay.
And so in the whites, these would work. In the reds, you'd be looking at something like a Zinfandel or a Shiraz that has that cherry berry richness. These also will lead us right into lamb.
Oh, okay.
Because lamb can be a fatty, kind of luscious, meaty dish. You want something equally voluptuous in your glass.
So you stick with a red.
I do tend to. Although, again, if you're really determined and you love your white wines, go with a buttery Chardonnay. Again, you're looking for luscious and round and full body, like a California Chardonnay right here.
This, I would imagine, also would be very good with chocolate. That's what I would do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is where you were going to talk about the dessert wine as well.
Nice segue. So you can get a full-bodied red wine to go with chocolate, especially dark chocolate, which is the easiest to pair with wine because it has the least sugar and it has the most cocoa solids, so it doesn't clash as much with chocolate. You could also go for a big red wine like Amarone, something like that. Or, of course, you've got your sweet dessert wines. This one's from California. It's a lovely sort of orange muscatey kind of flavor. If you think about if you would do a chocolate and orange swirl cake, that's what you can do in your mouth. The swirl comes from the orange in the glass and then the chocolate. You could go with port. Vintage, tawny ports also work beautifully with chocolate.
Oh, it all sounds so delicious.
It does.
We're going to talk about some spring wines in general, not just holiday, but all through spring coming up in just a little bit. If you can't remember all these wines, there's going to be a link on our website at ottawa.ctvnews.ca to Natalie's website. Michael?